The start of a new year means a new you, and therefore it means a new perspective on life and a new change that you have to do. And the number one change that I would recommend in order to actually make a difference this upcoming year, because I know for a fact every other year that you've made and that you've had, you have said that you're going to change, that you're going to do better, that you're going to go to the gym, whatever, and then none of that has actually ever happened. So watch this video in order to break that bad habit, and then we can both go into this new year enlightened, happy, and actually changed. Now, of course, my recommendation is that you have to genuinely release every ounce of just judgment and hate and everything that could actually affect the way you feel perceived. Other people's perception of you dictates what you do typically, and therefore erasing that chain that it has on your life and on exactly what you're doing is what you do in order to actually make a change. When you allow other people's perception of you to sway what you do, you are losing control in your life and you're losing control of the ability to actually do something. I used to have that exact same issue too, and it was one of the most debilitating things in the world. I couldn't do anything at all because all I thought about was what other people were thinking about me at the time. I thought that if I wanted to change, I had to change for other people, and that I had to change with other people in mind. Other people's opinions of me dictated exactly what I had to do and how I had to do it, and the timeline of which I was on. Eating well, going out, even cleaning myself up was all built on top of the foundation of other people's perceptions. And when something like that happens, you are only doing things for other people, which may look like the right reason and a good reason at first, but once you actually start to go through and live it, you will realize that is not the case. If you are doing something because of somebody else and for somebody else, that means if it does work out, and yet their perception of you is still awful, you think that it hasn't worked out yet. You think that there will never be an end goal, or that this end goal that you were trying to constantly reach is always changing. And sure, that's a good outlook to have on life, that your end goal will never quite be where you're going to be, because it's always going to be changing. But when that relies on somebody else's perception, and that perception can change from day to day, you end up risking a life that is controlled by someone else. In the end, it shouldn't matter whether or not that person likes you or doesn't like you. It shouldn't matter what they say, what they think of you, what they think of what you're doing, whether or not they think you're embarrassing, ugly, annoying, stupid, whatever it is that they think. Merely just brush it off your chin and continue on. Don't go to the gym only because of your crush. Don't go to the gym because you got your heart broken. I mean, maybe that's a good motivation at first, but at the end of the day, who's actually in control in this situation? You or the other person that you're perceiving and listening to? Because even just basic English can tell you that obviously you aren't in control here. Start living your life exactly how you are supposed to live it, which means live your life without other people's perception dictating what you do. Write down a list of things that you actually want to do this year, that you actually want to do. And then go through that list and look at every point and realize, is this point specifically because I want to do it because it's something that I am actually interested in, or because someone else is making me feel like I should do this, or because I'm getting this perception that if I do this, I'll get other people's approval of me. I'll get other people's, good self-image, like they'll think great of me. If the answer to those bullet point questions is that I'm doing this and I want to do this not for myself, but for others or because of others, then reevaluate the question, reword it, and look at the actual necessity for it in your life. If it's something like working out, and working out is dictated by another person's perception of you, look at it again and realize maybe working out is actually good for me. Try and find reasons as to why it's actually good for you specifically, for any reason that it is, not just working out, but for any bullet point that you have there. Having those reasons instead of other people's perceptions and reasons means that you're actually having a solid foundation that won't crumble given somebody else's mood, given somebody else's actions, given somebody else's anything. Genuinely, take control of your life, and 2026 will be the best year that you have ever had. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below of some of the points that you actually are going to achieve for yourself, not for others, in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this channel, again, subscribe. and watch my other videos. I have a bunch of other ones that are similar to this. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon.